city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a stunner. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, your power.
All right, today is April 17, 2026. It is 2:43 a.m. All right, so there's a lot to share with you. I just finished upload this. I made it public at 2:43 a.m. So I took about an hour and a half to create a list for you. So I may not even finish edit them. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have all weekend to talk, to record them. Let's go on X. Too much to share with you. I just put this on the list. I came across it. Alright. First tweet. Alright. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. And a squad put it out, and I thought it was a great reminder. And I think this is why the squad put it. When Harry and Meghan left the UK, what they posted on their IG account. All right, so this is it here. Just came across this saved screenshot. Since some idiots are still trying the quote, I thought they wanted privacy BS, end quote. Here's the original statement Harry and Meghan put out. All right, you could pause and read it. I guess for the sake of this video, I'll read it really quickly. After many months of reflection and internal discussions, we have chosen to make a transition this year and starting to carve out a progressive new role within this institution. We intend to step back as senior members of the royal family and work to become financially independent while continuing to fully support Her Majesty the Queen. It is with our encouragement, particularly over the last few years, that we feel prepared to make this adjustment. We now plan to balance our time between the United Kingdom and North America. At that time, the thought was Canada, okay? Continuing to honor our duty to the Queen, the Commonwealth, and our patronages.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option. What I want to make clear is we're not walking away, and we certainly aren't walking away from you. Our hope was to continue serving the Queen, the Commonwealth, and my military associations, but without public funding.
This geographic balance will enable us to raise our son with an appreciation for the royal tradition into which he was born, while also providing our family with the space to focus on the next chapter, including the launch of our new charitable entity. We look forward to sharing the full detail of this exciting next step in due course as we continue to collaborate with Her Majesty the Queen, the Prince of Wales, the Duke of Cambridge, and all relevant parties. Until then, please accept our deepest thanks for your continued support, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Okay, so there's that. So one of the squad came across it, I guess, on her phone. So that was January 8th, 2020. All right, that was posted. And then some of the squad posted, thank you. I could never find the original statement. I can't tell you how many times I've Googled looking for it myself and only found bits of quotes and some article. I was searching for something else and my saved photo, when I came across this, totally forgot I saved it. This is saved in my picture. Gotta save these receipts. Okay, so now it's on my phone. I'm saying on my phone, on my recording. So there it is here. I don't even think at that time I was recording, making things about Harry and Meghan. I don't know. All right, next tweet. Let's pause this. This is a TikTok video. A squaddy put it out there. The intentionality of Meghan should be a course study module. Okay, so this, she's talking about People magazine who put something out about Meghan. Meghan Markle stepped out in mama shirt with meaningful message to friend back home in California. So let's listen to this. It's exactly a minute.
Her power is highlighting not one, but two different organizations with one photo on the front page of People magazine. They are highlighting her trip to an Aboriginal culture and nature walk at the same time as honoring her friend who has an alliance of moms in LA, which aids the Los Angeles foster care system, and she did it all in one photo. The article does also highlight her new partnership with One Off because her entire outfit was put on the website almost immediately after she wore it. So she's shining light not only on the Aboriginal culture in Australia, her friend back home in Los Angeles, and also making a little money on the side for her new business venture and for everything she's wearing. That's some wild multitasking, but I love it. Her power is highlighted.
Some of you, as I was listening to her, and I was thinking, because I've had new subscribers, many people will be like, why are you sharing things like this? Keep in mind, okay, my main goal for my channel are people who are not on Twitter. Okay, I'm not on TikTok. I don't go on Facebook. I do have an account on Facebook, but I haven't been on Facebook. My main thing is the discussion that the squad are talking about on X. And also, the versatile of the squad. So many squaddies with different, I don't know, what would you say? Different interests? I guess that's the word. Different interests. And they will bring up certain topics that I myself will not even care to talk about. Many times I share things about fashion. I'm not a fashion person. But because some of you who probably watching my channel, okay, these are the things the squad are talking about. I even talk about politics. All right, so that was my original focus when I started my channel, to talk about politics. Then it turns into Harry and Meghan stuff. Anyway, so you hear the TikTok thing. Here are some of the comments under that video. She's so intentional, and her mama shirt. She is so smart. Okay, so that was that. 2 comments. All right, so another TikTok video. I'm getting these out of the way. That's Erica. I love her analysis. Let me pause. Okay. It's 1 minute and 3 seconds. Businesses making AI of Harry and Meghan to generate business because Harry and Meghan are so popular. I know someone who said that when they are booking their next flight, they are going to ask for seat 3E and 3F. Imagine that, because that's where Harry and Meghan sat. Can you imagine this? All right, let's see here. Did Harry and Meghan actually confirm that's where they sat? I think when they first landed in Australia, they were interviewing people. You could go back to some of my videos. I don't remember if any of those people said this is where they were sitting, or was it the media who said that? But whatever, Harry and Meghan have not confirmed it. At least I didn't come across where Harry and Meghan confirmed where they sat on the plane. But let's listen. Screenshot, by the way.
I'm not mad at the businesses for this. I'm not. This is fine. Everything's fine. I know this is AI, but I forgot that some people aren't very keen on AI, especially older people. They think this is real. Like, I can't tell you how many DMs I got. Did you see this? Did you see this? I'm like, yeah, it's AI. What am I looking at here? Who did this? But can I be honest with you? I don't blame the businesses for pulling this stunt, because if you knew you had Harry and Meghan in your area, and you know that if Meghan wears something, it's going to sell out. Harry recommends some place to eat, it's going to make top news, and everybody's going to be like, where did he sit? What did he have on the menu? Like, I don't blame them for this marketing. I don't. It's deceptive as fuck, but I don't blame them. And let's be clear, I will never, ever be mad at a business who wants to be at, with the what?
What the money reside, what the money reside, what the money reside, what the money reside. Okay.
Luckily, I'm not the type of person where things like that will make me spend my money. For me, if I don't need it, I'm not gonna buy it. I don't care who wears it. All right, so LOL, So this is extra. You could look at it. I didn't put it on my list. I have so much to share with you. I'll like it, but at some point, if I have time, I will go on my, not tonight, definitely not tonight, maybe over the weekend. If I have time, go under my folder and share whatever I didn't get a chance to share with you. All right, next week. The Duchess said, quote, "For now, 10 years, every day for 10 years, I have been bullied and attacked, and I was the most troll person in the entire world." Okay, I have the video of that. Okay, so it's different discussion. Whatever's here. Very sad, the world has become so mean and wicked. For every troll bullying her, there's 10 squaddies ready to go to war. That is true. True story, and it hasn't stopped. Yet, she continues her work and her life regardless. This kind of strength happens over time with loving, kind, and gentle people by her side. The other day, I went into the South Korean celebrity culture, and someone abused had taken their lives. Oh my God, sorry for that, to hear about that. I thought of Meghan, her strength, and the people who protect her, but it is still shameful to abuse someone like this, and for the king to never once stand up for her. I will say the entire universe. It is truly sad and heartbreaking, and every single day it turns up a notch. Yeah, that's very sad. Okay, I think this is the video. Let's see here. I think I have several videos, and JTB's thing. Yeah, that's the video. This brought tears to my eyes. Meghan, I think I turned that into a video for you guys already. This brought tears to my eyes. Meghan talking about her experience of being bullied every day for 10 years now. She's such an incredible woman. Quote, "My wish for you is that you continue to be who and how you are, to astonish a mean world with your acts of kindness, and to allow humor to lighten the burden of your tender heart." As I'm reading this, I'm thinking, it's not anybody who would have been able to stand by Harry, because Meghan have sacrificed so much. Luckily, she loves Harry, and Harry returned the love back, because not every woman will be able to deal with that. Yes, there are some women who see the glamorous thing, the exterior things that we see, like we're seeing right now while they're in Australia. But the everyday thing, to get up every morning, to face this kind of thing, and not only the world, also Meg on a personal level. I do not know them personally. Harry and Meghan, I do not know. But if you think of your life, okay, how you deal with your family and things like that, this is the aspect I'm taking it. Also, not only she's dealing with the bullying and things like that, she has to block the outside world, but dealing with Harry personally, okay? Because I am 1000% sure Harry is not perfect, because he is a human being. And also Meghan is not perfect. So that goes both ways. Harry and Meghan have to deal with each other. The things that each one of them probably does that doesn't sit well with each other. They have to navigate themselves around that. Okay? If they're not honest with each other and said, "Look, this time you did this to me, I didn't like it." Similar to the thing when Harry and Meghan were cooking. I don't think they married at that time. All right, the roast chicken kind of thing, and then something happened. Harry probably raised his voice, and Meghan removed herself from the space, and Harry went to look for her, and Meghan confronted him and said, "Look, if you want to raise a family, I don't want this type of behavior." Something like this. That's what I mean. Okay, so now thank God they both. I think Meghan was already on that space. As I'm saying this, I'm thinking there are times I put the image of two different wood, where Meghan's wood was straight. Okay, Meghan knew exactly where she was gonna go. You know, she went straight to her goal. Harry, on the other hand, was a zigzag. Okay, each of the turning point was a point where it enlightened Harry. He had to go through all of those zigzags before he could meet Meghan. Otherwise, if he then go through all the turbulence up and down, the zigzag aspect of things, there's no way he'll be able to deal with Meghan, because Meghan knew exactly what she wanted, and Meghan didn't care who Harry was whether he's a prince or non-prince, the respect aspect of human being, that's what Meghan wanted. And then from there, they could navigate the road together. So Harry recognized that, and he had to make some changes to himself. So not only, okay, let me finish with my point. Not only with the bullying those people were putting on her, she had to navigate with Harry as well. And then to focus on their goal as a family. So many of these women who wish they could be the one that Harry chosen, there's no way they'll be able to deal with Harry. There is absolutely no way. All right. And Harry took his time before he popped the question. Popped the question in a sense where to look for someone to settle down. But the moment he come across Meghan and saw Meghan and had the conversation, he knew that was the person for him. But popped the question in terms of finding someone to settle down, that took him a while. And then once Meghan came along, that was it. He didn't waste time.
I'd never met him before. And so we had a little chat about the kind of things we talk about. And he was like, you can ask me whatever you want, but I might not answer it. I said to him, have you ever thought about moving away? And he was like, yeah, I'd love to move away, but I can't because of what I need to do to support the Queen.
Away from you. Our hope was to continue serving the Queen, the Commonwealth, and my military associations, but without public funding. Unfortunately, that wasn't possible.
And that has just stuck with me forever in terms of, he didn't say it on camera, he just said it in a really candid chat with me. And so whenever anyone says to me, it was Meghan's fault that they left, that conversation always springs to mind because he always had it in him, this potential to jump. And I think Meghan came along and said, hold my hand and we'll jump together. Princess Charlotte's just been born. Would you like to have kids? And he came out with this brilliant line.
Comes times when you think, right, now's the time to settle down, or now's not, whatever the way it is. But I don't think you can force these things. It'll happen when it's going to happen. Of course, I'd love to have kids right now, but yeah, there's a process that one has to go through.
To which his communications team kind of took a bit of an intake of breath, like, oh my goodness, why did he say that? But then he also went on to say about how he just wanted to have someone alongside him to support him. And then what was it? A couple of years later, he met Meghan.
Yeah.
Did we listen to it? Okay, I read the caption. Let's listen.
For now 10 years, every day for 10 years, I've been bullied and attacked. And I was the most trolled person in the entire world.
That's sad.
I'm still here. And so when I think of all of you and what you're experiencing, I think so much of that is having to realize that, that industry, that $1 billion industry that is completely anchored and predicated on cruelty to get clicks, that's not going to change. So you have to be stronger than that. And a friend of mine gave me a little bag that had a quote on it that I put on. And I look at it every single day. And I would share it with you because sometimes I can imagine as you talk about depression or anxiety or a willingness or lack of appetite to even want to get out of bed or keep going. But this is the quote that it says, and I think it's important that you remember it as I try to as well. My wish for you is that you continue to be who and how you are, to astonish a mean world with your acts of kindness, and to allow humor to lighten the burden of your tender heart. And that's my wish for all of you as well. And you can do it together. And I'm not gonna say it's easy. I will personally tell you it is not easy, but you can do it. And my wish for all of you is to just continue.
As I was listening to her, I wanted the video to finish. I didn't want to interrupt it. I was thinking, a psychologist. I'm not a psychologist, and I'm terrible at it. I've told you my history with psychology, 101 in college. I didn't do too well. A psychologist should do some sort of not only a study, create a curriculum or whatever framework. Looking into Meghan, all the clips that Meghan have put out talking about her struggles, her turbulences, especially at that time when she came out and said she wanted to take her life and all of that, and then she, that she's still here. A psychologist should create a curriculum for people who are going through some depression type of thing, and see how those people could take something or something that will click from Meghan's experience. Because Meghan have gone to the rock bottom of the mental depression, and she went back up again. She's back up on her feet. And I'm pretty sure there are moments probably in Meghan's life where, it still hit her to a certain point. But now that she has kids, she has to stay alive for her kids. So I don't know what any psychologist could write or do to help other depressed people, because thank God, knock on wood, and hopefully my family, my kids don't go through that. Write something. I don't know what can they write about, but something they could take away from Meghan's experience that could help other people who's going through some mental aspect of things. All right, let me read what's there and then move on. This beautiful, brilliant, and articulate woman knows exactly what to say to her particular audience. She knows how to identify, touch a heart, impart courage, and a sense of belonging. I am sure that those young women felt it and are the stronger for knowing they are not alone. Yeah, something like that. Yes, yeah, look, whatever you're going through, there she is. She probably she's going through some stuff quadruple more than you, because it's the entire universe who's going after her. Those devilish people. All right, this is a great speech. Just makes you pity the vile creatures behind the accounts we all know. What they done to Meghan is disgusting, and I will never forgive them the way they have treated her. They make me sick. The only thing I could say, because many of these people, they refuse to see reality. I don't like that, but it seems like in order for them to understand it, they have to go through it themselves. Okay? So that's the only thing I will say. Because they just don't know how to stop. They really don't until it hit them. All right, my heart, there's that. Well said, Meghan. Love wins. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is a picture of Meghan. I hope it relates same topic. Okay. I don't know how Meghan has survived 10 years of being bullied, trolled, and dehumanized, but I'm completely in awe of her strength. Yeah. Okay, so that's the same quote she just said here. We just heard her say it. I'm not going to read it. All right. When the light is God, nothing proposed by men is always disposed by the heavenly Almighty God. All right. Her tenacity is second to none, and I admire her strength and resilience. We must not forget the toll this has taken on Prince Harry. Yeah, that as Meghan is the love of his life, I'm sure. That's why I said Meghan put a lot to be with him. And I think he truly understands that, because he truly loves her. But these other derangers who felt like they should have been the one, they won't be able to deal with what Meghan is going through. If it was someone else, there's a possibility divorce probably would have been, Harry probably would have been divorced already. Look how the brother is trying to destroy them. Not everybody could be able to handle that. Okay, I'm sure they supported and comforted each other, and they deserve for all this to stop so they can live a peaceful life. And the other thing as well, with what I just said a few minutes ago, is that the other brother's trying to destroy Harry, because the nonsense they put in his head that Harry should not have a life of his own. Everything that Harry does, according to the royal family, is that she'll serve William. And this is why William is running like a chicken without a head. He doesn't know what to do, and he can, I don't know. He just don't know how to operate in a sense where Harry's next to him, because Harry was the one who was the eye behind his head, protecting him, but he took it for granted. All right. And that's not all. Her mother, her children, her friends, and everyone connected to her, such as charities, children's home, and hospitals, are being viciously attacked. Just recently, a pregnant woman lost her baby as a result of these hostile attacks and insult. Yeah, this weekend I think she's gonna do the retreat with that lady. I don't remember her name, who lost her baby. Meghan, the real MPV. Meghan, the real MPV of strength. God forever got you. Remember, he raised a global army, the Sussex Squad, to defend you. Keep thriving and winning. Keep being yourself and happy with your beautiful family, your adorable kids, and your soulmate, Prince Harry. We love you. In the last few years, Harry and Meghan have the very powerful Sussex Squad behind them, which has mitigated the bile and made up shit coming from the derangers, Kensington Palace, toxic media, monarchists, and royalists. We fight on behalf of all things Sussex. Agree, but I'm sure she's aware that there has been and continue to be a strong army of supporters wishing her good health, happiness, peace, success, and continued wealth in every meaningful way. If you see the thing that she's going through and the things that those Zionists is doing in the Middle East, the same mindset. They do not know peace. These people do not know peace. This is JTB talking about Meghan's mental health. It's a long, I think it's like 4 minutes, okay? 10 years of daily bullying is not normal. That's a system profiting off hate, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, said continue, and that message was for every person dealing with online abuse right now, keep going. Yeah, this is exactly what I was saying, but he's taking it to a different level. Like I was just saying a few moments ago, like psychologists should do some sort of a study for people who's going through some depression and take Meghan experience as a teachable moment for those people they're treating. Let's listen to JTB.
What does it do to a person to be bullied every single day for 10 years? Not sometimes, not occasionally, every day. Now imagine saying that out loud to a room full of students. Young people dealing with anxiety, depression, and online bullying. People living through the same kind of cruelty, just without the spotlight. That's who this message is for. They were told this isn't easy. That kind of sustained negativity wears on you. It affects how you think, how you move, whether you even want to get out of bed. And the advice was simple. Continue. Keep going. Stay kind anyway. That message came from Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex.
For now 10 years, every day for 10 years, I've been bullied and attacked. And I was the most trolled person in the entire world. Man or woman. I'm still here. And so when I think of all of you and what you're experiencing, I think so much of that is having to realize that, that industry, that billion-dollar industry that is completely anchored and predicated on cruelty to get clicks, that's not going to change. So you have to be stronger than that. And a friend of mine gave me a little bag that had a quote on it that I put on. And I look at it every single day. And I would share it with you because sometimes I can imagine as you talk about depression or anxiety or the willingness or lack of appetite to even want to get out of bed or keep going, that this is the quote that it says, and I think it's important that you remember it, because I try to as well. My wish for you is that you continue to be who and how you are, to astonish a mean world with your acts of kindness, and to allow humor to lighten the burden of your tender heart. And that's my wish for all of you as well. And you can do it together. And I'm not gonna say it's easy. I will personally tell you it's not easy, but you can do it. And my wish for all of you is to just continue.
Someone who has been on the receiving end of non-stop, global-scale trolling for decades. And she still is the most bullied, trolled person in the world. That's just the facts. As a member of the LGBTQIA community, I am very familiar with that kind of cruelty. Thank God I am strong as fuck and can't be bullied. And this is why I'm highly sympathetic to Meghan, and why I will continue to give her her flowers and defend her from the bullies. Now imagine an entire industry built on hating you, not just random trolls, a system that profits from tearing you down daily. I have to commend Meghan for being that strong.
That's right.
Because getting through constant, non-stop negativity like that takes real resilience and self-awareness. And don't pretend you don't see it. You can go into any comment section of these trash mags and see for yourself. There is a business model behind this. Outrage drives clicks. Hate drives engagement. And she is one of the biggest targets of it. The level of hostility is insane. It's amplified. It's repeated. It's normalized. That's sick. And this is exactly why this aligns with Meghan's and Prince Harry's work that they have been doing for years. They've focused on mental health and the impact of online spaces on real people. They've been calling out digital toxicity, supporting safer online environments, and pushing for accountability from platforms that profit from harm. This is their lane. And the reason Meghan said continue is because she's talking to the people struggling to keep going. Students, young people who are waking up every day and deal with online abuse with no protection. Sometimes to the point where they want to stop existing. That's who she's addressing. So take the message for what it is. Continue. Don't let the noise take you out. Stop the bullying. If you see it, call it out. Don't ever let it be normalized. And that's the read. If you like your tea hot, save a seat and follow for more. This is the notorious JTB, notoriously opinionated, signing out.
As I'm listening to him here, I'm looking on the side here. Oh, yeah, it's still there. Secret wars. All right. These people who's bullying her are using Meghan as a form of distraction, because many of these crazies, they all connected. All right. Harry have said when he was leaving the UK at the Centre Bally thing, this is much bigger than him.
I was born into this life, and it is a great honour to serve my country and the Queen. When I lost my mum 23 years ago, you took me under your wing. You looked out for me for so long, but the media is a powerful force. And my hope is one day our collective support for each other can be more powerful, because this is so much bigger than just us.
They're using Harry and Meghan, all right? This is a different branch of these people, those crazies, because, hey, they have the same mind, the same goal. All right, they're using Meghan and Harry to distract people from those secret wars that's going on. There's a thumbnails that I have on Team Sussex. I remember the thumbnails. I think I have a cemetery at the bottom, and on top, I think I have some. You will have to look very closely to see the newspapers owners, Murdoch and the other guy. What's his name? Wattenberg or something like that. I forgot his name. I'll show you. Just look on the screen. They're using Harry and Meghan as a form of distraction. So these people, those politicians who's doing their crazy things around the world, doing the killings, to distract people from seeing what they are doing. These are pure evil. All right? This is one branch. And who knows? Maybe in the industry, different industries, there's another group that's doing something similar to what they're doing to Harry and Meghan, to capture, to distract this particular group of people. All right? Think of a tree with different branches. Each of these branches have their own niche of distraction. Meanwhile, the core of the tree, which is the people who's running the world, okay, are doing the distraction globally. They're killing you without even you knowing they're killing you. So when I see this, let me click, let me read this and then I'll click on the trend. Because this is the last tweet for this video. These bullies should be ashamed of themselves. They don't. So sorry you've been bullied. I can imagine the people behind such behavior. Stay strong, continue. I don't know you, but I absolutely love your posts. Thanks for all you do. Like my channel focusing on Harry and Meghan, then start like this. I had no intention of talking about Harry and Meghan. But this is the thing that I saw was happening in terms of politics. Okay, I saw the thing that was happening was not right. Something did not feel right. And I wanted to create the content Not exactly like Tabitha. Tabitha tends to be more specific, like they listen to those things and then they break it down to you. I'll look into things and see it in my own perspective, similar to what I'm doing here. Okay. And then I come across Harry and Meghan. You know, I said that so many times. I was so happy for Meghan, thinking the royal family is above all the petty shit that I keep on reading about. And then the headlines every day, nonstop. And I was like, something doesn't feel right. Let me look into it. And I did my own research and I was like, what the F? And then this is how my channel and my other channel come about. It was just not fair. And I think there are more people who are supporting Harry and Meghan in the same way, in their own capacity. All right. Each one of us have our own way of supporting Harry and Meghan. But once they saw something similar to what I saw, they were like, no, I'm going to support her because this is not fair. She's minding her own business, doing her thing. And then this nonsense, it's uncalled for. All right. Let's see here. She brings it on herself. Name one of the person who merged the app. Give me a freaking break. Like that TikTok video that I just put about Erica. People's trying to do things so everybody's trying to benefit from her. Why can't she benefit for herself? I don't care even though that comment is false. But so what? So what? Everybody wants to make money. What's wrong with her trying to make money for her own good? These people are freaking ridiculous. Alright, so after this, that's it. Lying about something won't make it true. Let's see. No comprehension, global factual data exists to make every person on earth. Okay, so there's that. I don't want to waste too much time. Alright, let me click on that secret word thing that's trending right now. What is going on? Okay, so this is Avengers. Okay, so this is a different niche to distract people. But whatever. So I'm done with this video. The next video that I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna be recording all night because I have a lot of tweets to share with you. I didn't even touch day 3, I think they are in. All right, we're gonna start with this. Okay, so there's probably this talking about other companies making money off of Meghan. Australia has verified that Meghan effect is real. Okay, that's that. So what if Meghan wants to make money of her outing? She has to make a living too. Like I said, I think the tweet was false anyway, but what's wrong with Meghan wanting to make money? Alright, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. I literally, 34 minutes ago, I made this public. So that's it. Thanks for watching.